Let me do you have Frigoraph as your last mon? I think that's Frigoraph. Of course. Of course they have the Frigoraph. Of course they do. Of fucking course they do. And it has to be Electric Seed too. It's not Armor Tail. It is not Armor Tail Frigoraph. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Here I thought my entire strategy was done. And it's not Armor Tail Frigoraph. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation J VGC. There's actually a really cool team that I ended up finding for you guys. It actually has MOLTRES on it, along with some other really cool sets. And some other really cool stuff on this team, like Taunt, Covert Cloak, Arceus with Shadow Claw and E-Speed, and then AV Bulky Kyogre, which is kind of cool. The main thing I seen on this team that I wanted to feature for you guys was the Moltres, because I have not seen Moltres at all, especially in Regulation J, or like any of the other recent regulations with double restricted. So, kind of just a cool team today. I'm going to be featuring for you guys. A lot of the other teams that I've been finding, like, they aren't really that interesting, if I'm being real with you guys. There's not really much reason to use them. A lot of, like, cookie cutter stuff that I've been finding, and, like, nothing really too crazy. I think we're at the point now where everybody's just waiting until Legends ZA releases, and everybody's going to swap to that game for a while until Pokemon Champions drops, probably either in December or January, whenever it's supposed to be released. At least the rumors of it's supposed to be released around that time. So everybody's kind of just taking a backseat, and we have this entire month of October left. I think at the start of November we get the announcement of new regulation rules, so everybody's kind of just done with Regulation J, including myself. So not many people are really making new teams, so it's kind of where we are currently, at least with right now in current VGC regulation. Whether you're playing Regulation H as well, a lot of people are also playing that, or J, I'm not sure, but at least when you guys are seeing this as well, at least this probably is going to be going up like a day or two before Legends ZA drops, so this is probably going to be the last like VGC session I have for a while. We're probably doing a lot of like Legends ZA content, like competitive discussions around some of the megas, if we can get like the abilities and other stuff leaked in the data mine and that type of stuff. So probably gonna be like the last like VGC session, at least for like next week or two. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna break this team down and we're gonna hop into some games with this team. I'm gonna hop on the ranked ladder tonight because we're gonna see how this team goes. It looks like an actual like competitive team, so we're gonna see how it does in the ranked ladder. I don't have an actual pace for this team either. I found this team on Discord. I don't know if even the person that posted it was like the OT, like original creator of the team. But I have the rental code if you guys want to use this team, rental in the corner. Don't have a pace for this team, but you could maybe find it online, I'm not sure. But the only thing I seen was a screenshot of this team on Discord. I ended up featuring for you guys, so that's kind of where I got it. Got the Arceus normal on this team. This is a full-on Terra normal Arceus too. Just Terra normal E-speed, just max damage, really bulky. I think this one is. I'm assuming it is. I don't have a pace for this team, so I don't know any of the EVs on this team. But at least just looking at this team, it's more of like a bulky offensive team. You also have Taunt on this thing, which I'm sure it's either for Trick Room or like other opposing setup, or even like redirection, which I can see it being for. Just set up Swords Dance and just try to spam E-speed. That's kind of what it's really there for. Scarf or Shifu alongside the Kyogre give us the boost in the rain. You also have the Chimpow to boost its damage numbers, even alongside the Arceus and a few other things on this team. With the Life Orb. There's also actually a Life Orb Chimpow, not even Sash. Just a full-on offensive Life Orb Chimpow, which is crazy. You got the Miracle Seed Rillaboom on this team with more of an offensive item, usually either AV or like sometimes like Grassy Seed. You got the AV Kyogre on this team, just like a bulky Kyogre that just sits there and does a bunch of damage. And then Rocky Helmet Moltres. With the Flame Body, there's a high chance anything that hits you gets burned. And then you also have Will-O-Wisp there just for the guaranteed burn chance. And then in the rain, Hurricane is 100% accurate, does solid damage. That's kind of what it's really there for. Apart from that, let's hop in some games and then we'll see how it goes. Alright, we are here with the game. There was actually a ladder reset as well. There's a new ranked season, so it actually reset me back down to Ultra Ball tier. Right, well, technically Great Ball tier 9. I just had somebody rage quit on me, so I got a free win. I don't know if I'm going to include that in the video because it literally lasted like 10 seconds. Opponent has the Zacian, Kyogre, Luminion, Comfey, Araquanid, and Rillaboom. So, really interesting team. Really weak to priority, though. Really, really weak to priority. What do I want to do here? I think Moltres is also really solid here. What Terra is this? I'm Terra Water. I think Terra Water Moltres is actually really good here. I'm just going to lead Moltres. What else do I want to lead here? Kyogre is also decent here. I am going to lead Kyogre. Kyogre Moltres looks really nice here. I think I bring Urshifu. And I think I want to bring the Arceus here. I don't know, I finished out this last rank split, I think at like top 1500 or top 1000 or whatever it was. I think it was like 1200 in the end, because I did decay a little bit because I didn't play the last 2 weeks. So I did pretty damn good. And that was all with my other, like, one of my older teams, so. Back in Great Ball tier though, we'll see if we can climb, how many wins we can get with this team. This leads Comfey as well too, which I'm fine with. This is actually a really good lead for me because I don't have to Terra right away. I don't have to waste the Terra Water here. Like, I'm just going to burn the Zacian. I'm not even going to think about it here. I'm just going to go for the burn, and I'm just going to go for the Origin Pulse. I'm not even going to think about it. Protect. It's fine. Comfey's still taking a shit ton of damage. You don't want to take an Origin Pulse from me, that's for sure. That's a 2-hit KO. This Tailwind Comfey. I knew Comfey does get Tailwind, but it's just not really that common. Comfey is one of those mons that has like 4 move slot syndrome too. It wants to run so much things, but it just can't run everything. I don't know, I think he's gonna swap now actually. I could see him swapping out here into like Araquanid or like... If he has Araquanid, it actually goes into it because Water Bubble prevents burn. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Hurricane the Comfey. And then I'm just going to go for Water Pulse again, or Origin Pulse again. I think he swaps here. I think the Araquanid comes in. Show me Araquanid. Show me the million IQ play here. Okay, just goes Kyogre. Just goes Kyogre. Close enough. Still takes some damage, I guess. Shitty thing now is though is I gotta go Terra Water. Solid amount of damage. I wish I would have Hurricaned on the Kyogre slot with that coming in, but I wasn't 100% sure if he was gonna swap there. I didn't want to do like no damage. I got a Terra Water here, unfortunately. I don't think I was gonna Terra anything else this game anyways. Maybe Arceus or the Urshifu, but I think definitely a Terra Water here is what I need. I'm just gonna Terra Water and then Hurricane here onto the Comfey, and then I'm just gonna go Thunder. Hopefully Hurricane's enough to kill the Comfey. I'm gonna be really mad if it's not enough. See if he has Thunder too. Like, worst case here is if I go Terra Water and then he goes, just Thunders me anyways. Like, the Terra does nothing. Floral Healing, okay. He's gonna bring him back to full. I guess he's maybe Water Spout, okay. That's a 2-hit KO still. Get this thing out of here. Get it out, please. Get it away. Can I get a para, please? I don't get a para, but if I get the KO here, it's not fine. Perfect. I don't know. I'm assuming he's probably Choice Specs. With how much damage that did so much. That might be Specs, because I'm also AV Kyogre. It did so much damage. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp here. I'm just gonna Thunder again, I think. I could just go for Origin Pulse here, too. But I think I just Thunder. Oh, he could switch, but like whatever's coming in is taking a Thunder to the face. Terra here, probably Terra Grass. He's gonna Terra the Zacian, actually, okay. He wants to try to one-shot the Kyogre. I think that's what he wants to do here. I live on 12. Do I live this Thunder, though? I don't live Thunder. the clutch lived though, so that means I can get rid of his own Kyogre here. That's fine. It's fine by me. He loses Tailwind on this turn too, so. Him going Terra Fairy also makes it a lot better for me because I can spam E-Speed. E-Speed is no longer resisted on the Zacian too, so that's really nice. I think I just go for Surging Strikes here. Y'all. And then I'm just gonna Thunder again. He probably has a Wide Guard. I don't know why he'd really go for Wide Guard here though, because like no matter what I do, I think he just outspeeds me, so. He doesn't know I'm Scarfed or Shifu though. I don't think it's gonna be enough for a KO. It's gonna miss out on a KO. I need a huge high roll here. I don't get it though. Kinda sucks, but I don't know what a Rock One really does. He actually kills me. He kills the Urshifu because he thinks it's Scarfed. Wow, good play. Lives a Thunder too. So it's gonna be Arceus versus the world here, y'all. Arceus versus the world. He loses the Rain too, so he loses out on a lot of his damage. I can see him also going for Protect here, honestly. But like, I don't know if a Raquanid really does enough to me to even 2-hit KO me. Like, I kind of want to just E-Speed the Zacian, but if he Protects, then I'm in a bad spot, so. And if he has close combat too, I don't know if that one-shots me. I'm not sure. I gotta attack the Zacian. He Protects. I made a bad play. I should have just went with my gut play, and I should have just went for the E-Speed on the Araquanid. I could have got rid of it and just instantly won. I don't know how much damage this does though, because he doesn't. That's still a 2 KO. That does too much damage, even with no rain. I just gotta E-Speed again though. It's gonna be a roll of whether he kills me here or not, actually. If he gets a high roll, there's a chance he can maybe kill me, or like a crit. I live. Barely though. I think E-Speed should be enough. Really close game. This game wouldn't have been as close if I would have got that 50-50 play there, a little bit more correct. I should have just attacked the Iraq when it went with my gut play, but we still got the dub. Really impressed with the Iraq when his damage numbers though. It almost 2 shots Arceus, and that's with no rain even. Crazy damage numbers there. Not bad though, we got the dub. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here at the game. We're just going against a copy-paste Calyrex Ice Miraidon team. I think I've seen this team about 1,000,000 trillion times already over the last, like, year. With Regulation G, I, and J now. So, what do I want to bring here? I can't spam E-Speed either, so he's for sure probably brings Frigoraph, unfortunately. So I think what I do here, just have Ice Spinner. I have Ice Crash, I don't have Ice Spinner, unfortunately. I guess it wouldn't make sense with the team, because I sweep away my own terrain, so it wouldn't make sense. What do I do here? I think I just lead Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao and the Rillaboom here. Solid lead. And Kyogre's. I'd have to Terra the Kyogre here though. Terra Ghost Kyogre too. Terra Ghost doesn't really do much for me. I like Moltres just mainly for Calyrex, but apart from that, it doesn't really do that much here. I think I just bring Arceus, and I bring Kyogre here. Like if I can get around the Miraidon, the Kyogre's actually pretty good into his team. Just gotta try to get around the Miraidon though. Please, Whimsicott, Miraidon, okay. Probably the worst thing here ever for me, because now he just gets Tailwind up for free and I probably get one-shotted. I think the only good thing is I can sweep away his terrain, so he doesn't do as much damage. Like, I'm just gonna Icicle Crash here, I think. Icicle Crash. Is the Whimsicott Covert Cloak or Focus Sash? I don't know, but I have to fake it out here. I gotta fake out the Whimsicott, I can't let him step Tailwind. Usually they're either Sash or Covert Cloak, it's just a 50-50 on which item they have. Yeah. Just gets the double intimidate off. I don't really get much here at all. He's Focus Sash Whimsicott, which is great. I don't really get much out of this at all. He knows I'm Life Orb now too. I'm forced to swap here, unfortunately. I'm gonna go into the Kyogre here, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna U-turn out onto the Whimsicott here. Like, if I need to, I can try to go Terra Ghost. I really don't want to have to use my Terra on the Kyogre, I really don't. But if I have to, I guess I'll have to go for it and just try to get some damage. I'd rather have the Arceus go Terra. Terra normal Arceus. Fucking Encore bullshit again. Fucking hate Encore, I hate it. Fuck Encore Whimsicott, I hate it. Hey, whatever here, I guess I just switch into Arceus, that's fine. I'll just go into Arceus on you then. I just can't set up because then he'll lock me into something, so. I'll Origin Pulse here, I think Miraidon probably comes in, but I'm gonna go for it anyways for some damage, and I'm gonna go into Arceus. Gosh, I hate Encore Whimsicott, it's so fucking annoying. I don't know, I'm assuming he has Incineroar, he has Miraidon, Whimsicott, Incineroar, his last mount either is Calyrex. Or I don't even know what else he has. It's probably Calyrex. Terra Grass. Okay. Alrighty then, bud. Knockoff gets rid of my AV. I miss on the Incineroar, of course I do. I'm just gonna Ice Beam the Whimsicott here, and then what I'm gonna do right here is I'm just gonna Swords Dance. I need to kill the Whimsicott here, and I think if I can get rid of the Whimsicott, I can just set up. I should be in a pretty solid spot. I still have the ability to go for Terra here. If he switches out, that'll also work really well. I can see him maybe switching out the Instant just to try to intimidate me. Because like the Arceus on this turn's in a really good spot to just click Swords Dance. Goes into Miraidon actually to just get the Intimidate, or the terrain set back up. But you're going to be catching an Ice Beam to the face, bud. Catch that Ice Beam to the face. Like, now I'm going to set up. I'm at +2 now. What I'm going to start doing is just going for damage. Because what he wants to do is he wants to try to go back into the Whimsicott and then Encore me into a Swords Dance. I'm not letting that happen. I'll Ice Beam the Incineroar slot here in case he wants to swap. Unless his last Mon happens to be the Frigoraph, which I don't know if it is. I don't know. I think E-Speed from this range. I don't think I need the Terry yet. I think I can just go for E-Speed. I think at +2 kills. I mean, yeah. Do you have Frigoraph as your last Mon? I think that's Frigoraph. Of course. Of course they have the Frigoraph. Of course they do. Of fucking course they do. And it has to be Electric Seed too. It's not Armor Tail. It is not Armor Tail Frigoraph. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Here I thought my entire strategy was done. And it's not Armor Tail Frigoraph. I think your team's flawed big time. Either that or it's meant to not be Armor Tail to try to throw people off guard. And it just failed miserably. Now he gets swept. Now he gets swept by Arceus because he doesn't have Armor Tail. I guess he can go for Fake Out here. He can fake me out and try to do something with that and intimidate me here. So now I'm only at +1, but still. Like, I just Ice Beam the Incineroar here. Like, he's forced to fake out the Kyogre. Like, I really just want to Swords Dance again, but I also really just want damage, so I'm just going to E-Speed here again. If he fakes me out, that's fine. He just surrenders. Wow. I don't know if that was his team, and if he's just on the ladder using it, and he forgot to use an ability patch to switch the ability over to Armor Tail, or if it's meant to be like that to try to throw people off guard, because most people by default usually think that the Frigoraph has Armor Tail, so they won't even use priority moves anyways. But in that case, he didn't have it, and I just clicked it anyways, and it worked out because he didn't have it. So that is the craziest, like, 180 ever in a ranked game. Wow. I thought I literally lost there when the Frigoraph came in, because that literally checks everything I want to do. That's crazy. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we are here at the game. We are going against an opposing Sun team. One is the Calyrex Shadow, Brute Bonnet, Koraidon, Volcarona, Incineroar, and Fluttermane. So, funny enough, there's actually a really good match for the Moltres. Moltres is actually really good here. I just gotta try to keep the weather on my side, which is gonna be the kind of the main problem I might have. I think what I bring here is I kind of just bring like Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao looks really good, plus Kyogre, and then Arceus. Arceus also looks really good into his team. The only problem with that is the Koraidon and the Volcarona. Apart from that, Arceus is actually really good into his team. I just gotta be kind of careful with both of those. So, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Part of me wants to kind of just lead Arceus too, to kind of fake him out. I really do. I'm going to lead Arceus, I'll bring Kyogre in the back, and I'm going to bring Chien-Pao. Moltres has a really good matchup in this match too, because like there's some stuff on his team that if they touch me, or like even I can just throw a Will-O-Wisp at him and burn him. But there's a chance they even get burned by touching me. Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, this ain't bad. Could be worse, but I'm not going to really complain. Like, I can Hurricane here and just try to, like, one-shot this Brute Bonnet right away. But I feel like he just goes for Spore. So I think I just want to taunt with the Arceus here, and then... I don't know. I could also try to Will-O-Wisp with Fluttermane, but he might be Sash Fluttermane, so... I'm just going to go for the attack here and just try to hopefully land a Hurricane and break a Focus Sash. I'm going to taunt Brute Bonnet here, predicting Spore. I wouldn't be surprised if he switches here too into the Koraidon, but Terra here. What are you going for Terra for? Terra water, that's fine. What is that, to dodge a fire type move from the MOLTRES? He doesn't know what the MOLTRES actually wants to do. I'm not an offensive MOLTRES, bro. So he taunts me, so I can't taunt the Brute Bonnet. What are the odds of that one? What are the odds of that one? He outspeeds me and I can't taunt him, now he puts me to sleep. Well, that's no good. That does not do anything for me at all, and I just get sit and sleep spam me. I get sleep spam now. That's fun. I mean, on the off chance I somehow wake up, I'm gonna try to go for Will-O-Wisp. And then I have Shadow Claw, so I'm gonna go for Shadow Claw here and maybe kill the Fluttermane at the very least. Probably goes into Cry. Here comes Crydon. Okay, Calyrex. Calyrex is fine. I have Shadow Claw for you, bud. Can I one-shot the Calyrex? That'd be incredible here. If I can one-shot the Calyrex on switch-in, please. I one-shot the Calyrex on switch-in. Huge. Oh, that is huge. That's game-changing. Wow. I mean, I'm still asleep, but that's fine. I got rid of one of his biggest threats. Just gonna sit fucking Spore spam me. So I'm assuming he has Fluttermane and then Koraidon as his other mon, if I were to guess. He didn't bring Volcarona, I don't think. He never did. So that's good. I mean, what I really could do here is I could also switch out and just go into Kyogre. But then I'm also risking getting put to sleep yet again by the Brute Bonnet, which kind of sucks. So, I don't know, I kind of want to just try to wake up here and then put the Koraidon, just try to get the Koraidon to get burned. I'm going to switch the Arceus out here into the Kyogre. Kind of a ballsy play, but I gotta go for it here. Probably get hit in the face with a collision course or a close combat here. Draws. Okay, he actually just goes into the Fluttermane. It's fine by me. So if he wants his stun back, he's forced to swap out and to get his stun back. Collision Course is a 2-hit KO. I'm still asleep. That's no good. I really need to wake up here. I really need to wake up. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp again because I think Brute Bonnet comes in. And on the off chance that he does switch out, I'm just gonna Origin Pulse here. I think I'm probably dead, but I'm also at Salt Vest, so I might be able to live a hit from him. I'm not sure. If I can burn the Brute Bonnet, that'd be great. I do live. Huge. He also crits me. It doesn't matter that much, though. Origin Pulse takes out the Fluttermane. That's huge. Perfect. Can I please wake up? Finally. I think what I actually do here is I'm actually going to switch the Kyogre out. That way I can change his weather. Funny enough, I think that's what I do here. The Kyogre doesn't really do much, but I also have Terra Ghost. I can dodge a fighting type move if I really need to. And like I think what I do here, he's probably Terra Fire actually. I can see him going Terra Fire to dodge a Will-O-Wisp. I don't really want to sack the Chien-Pao off though. I really don't want to sack Chien-Pao. I really need the Arceus still though. If I can get the Arceus to wake up, it's still really good. I just don't really want to sack anything off. That's the problem I'm gonna have here. I gotta stay in. I just gotta stay in. I gotta stay in, and then what I gotta do here is I just gotta go for Will-O-Wisp and just hopefully he doesn't go Terra Fire. I'll Thunder the Brute Bonnet and just try to kill it on. He protects, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's actually best case scenario because if I can miss the Thunder. I missed the Thunder. Doesn't matter, I guess. I mean, it does matter because I miss out on a bunch of damage, but still. Put me back to sleep again. I kind of wish this Moltres, instead of Roost, I wish it had Tailwind. I think that'd make this team a little bit better. So there's a bunch of times that I wish this MOLTRES it had Tailwind instead of Roost. I think that would help my team a lot of these matches that I've played so far. Like, I haven't really used Roost that much. I would rather have Tailwind. That's just me personally, I guess, though. Or at least from the matches I've played so far, which has only been like 3 or 4. I guess more in testing games, but at least on the ranked ladder on the 4th game. What do I do here? Try to wake up and go for Will-O-Wisp again, I guess. Probably dead here. If there was a turn to switch, I should have switched on the last turn. I could have got a free switch out, but it's too late now. I don't know why he keeps saying he's gonna go for Terra Fire too. He's Terra Water. He can't Terra. He can't Terra, so like I can go for Will-O-Wisp eventually. And, like, he cannot touch MOLTRES at all. So like as long as I keep the MOLTRES alive here, I think I'm in a really solid spot. It's gonna be a speed tie here too. He could also have Rage Powder. I can see him have a Rage Powder here actually. I just have to try to go for Will-O-Wisp again. Just hopefully I wake up here and I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna scout and see if he has Rage Powder. He does. He does have Rage Powder, okay. Flame Charge, that's fine. Everything he's showing me so far just tells me that he cannot touch MOLTRES at all. I'm still asleep though, which is really bad. Arceus is still asleep too. I gotta try to Will-O-Wisp him. Just hopefully it does enough. I mean, I have Ice Shard, but it's not gonna really do anything because he has Rage Powder. I could try to Sucker Punch too, but that won't do anything. It'll fail. I mean, I'll try to Ice Crash. On the off chance he doesn't Rage Powder, but he's just gonna keep clicking it over and over. I think the MOLTRES, like, if I can wake up though, like, I'm still in a really good spot. Once this thing's burned, I don't know how he wins. I really don't. I think the MOLTRES can maybe 2v1. Man, 3 turns of sleep. 3 fucking turns of sleep. Wow. You cannot make that up. 3 fucking turns. That's really bad now, because now the Arceus has to eat a collision course to the fucking face. I don't know how I win this now, actually. It's going to be a tough game to win. It is going to be such a tough game to win now. Like, I gotta just try to E-speed and just hopefully I wake up and then do enough damage to him so he can't Spore Spam me. I'm Terra Normal too, so like that doesn't do anything for me here at all. I forgot he has Rage Powder. I forgot he has Rage Powder, so I can't burn him. Wow. This is the one time I wish I was Terra Ghost Arceus. That would have been great. Instead of Terra Normal. Wake up and I Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't matter and it doesn't do anything. Loses the defense boost. So I have a little bit of a chance here, y'all. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for Hurricane. There's a 30% chance that the Koraidon gets a burn from Flame Body. I gotta hope that the Hurricane is enough to kill the Brute Bonnet from this range. And hopefully he just gets burned by Flame Body. He can't really touch me. Like, he's forced to go for Rage Powder here. Collision Course is resisted, plus you take Rocky Helmet damage. Still does an okay amount. Please catch that Flame Body. There it is. There it is. MOLTRES, round of applause. MVP. Fucking MVP of this game. Holy fuck. I don't get the KO though, but I do get the confusion, which is great, so perfect. I don't know how he wins now. I just roost. I just roost now. I think he might just surrender here too. I'm just gonna roost. Even if he puts me to sleep, I don't know how he kills me. I think he just surrenders. Gonna go for Collision Course again, okay. does like 10 damage now. Plus he just keeps taking Rocky Helmet and burn damage over and over now too. Hoping he hits himself in confusion, that way I don't get put to sleep. But I don't. Back to bed I go. I still don't know how he wins versus me though, like, he has to try to get like 10 crits in a row. And then every time he's taking Rocky Helmet damage plus burn damage, so. Really annoying Brute Bonnet, that thing put in a bunch of work. It's gone now though. What a match. What an absolute barn burner classic, y'all. The MOLTRES proving why it's MVP and proving why it's on this team. This is the biggest showcase ever for this thing. I mean, if I wake up, I'll Hurricane. I think he just surrenders. He knows he can't win versus this. You need like 10 crits in a row. Even with a crit, you're doing maybe like 20 damage. He's also got really lucky with sleep turns as well. Like, I was asleep for like a total of 6 turns, I think, this match. He just surrenders. He knows he loses. MOLTRES MVP there, y'all. I'm going to Master Ball tier. This match, a win with this from this match makes me go into Master Ball tier, I'm pretty sure. We'll actually just look right now, too. I'm going to look right now real quick for you guys. I'm pretty sure I go into Master Ball tier with that win. 2100. Not even bad. Not even bad. I am 4-0 with this team on the ladder tonight, y'all guys. So, not even bad. 4-0. And one of those was, I guess, technically a rage quit, but still. 4-0. And then I think I did like 3 games on the casual ladders, like testing matches. So, really solid team. Really do like this team. Let's talk a little bit more about it. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a really solid team, I think this would actually be a really good team to use if you guys are trying to rank up from like Great Ball tier all the way up to Master Ball tier. You guys just seen that I did it in the span of 4 games. Granted, I started out at Great Ball tier 9 because I was Master Ball tier this past rank season here that ended like a week or 2 ago. But really solid team. I wouldn't change anything really about this team. There's a few games I would rather have Tailwind over Roost. But this last game, the Roost ended up coming in really clutch, so I can't even complain. I think this team is overall really solid. Like I said, if you guys want a really solid team, just kind of rank up through the ladder and kind of climb the ranks pretty damn easy. I think it's overall a really good team. The star of this team, too, that it's kind of like an oddball is the MOLTRES, but I do think the MOLTRES actually has a really cool niche right now, especially in like this restricted format, to where like bulky MOLTRES like this one on this team actually walls a significant amount of a lot of the more common restricteds. Like, you kind of wall, like, physical Jirachi, you kind of wall, unless they have Meteor. I think they get Meteor Beam. I'm not sure. I think Jirachi gets Meteor Beam, unless, like, a Meteor Beam set. I could be thinking of Dropagos, I forgot, but I think Jirachi gets Meteor Beam. I'm not 100% sure, though, but, like, the typical, like, Iron Head set, you kind of just wall, you have a chance to burn, plus Rocky Helmet stuff. You wall most of the Koraidon sets being ran right now. You wall Groudon. Groudon can't touch you with Precipice Blades. And like its other best thing to hit you with is like usually like Heat Crash. A lot of them don't run Rock type move, which is really good for you. Zamazenta, you burn. It can't really touch you at all. It has a chance of getting burned. Takes a bunch of damage from Rock Helmet if it touches you. Zacian's another one. There's a bunch of other restricted too that just really don't touch MOLTRES at all, and they just take a bunch of damage from Rocky Helmet and just get burned. Whether it's from the Flame Body or from Will-O-Wisp. I think this thing actually falls into like a really cool like niche category that actually like checks a lot of the current restricted that are being played and can wall a lot of them, which really does help this team as well. It's really cool to use. So I think MOLTRES is a really cool mon. I wish it was a lot better than it is, but at least it has a really cool niche in like even like the high tier like restricted format, which is really cool. So. And especially that last match, I was like, overall, it's a really good showcase of what this thing can really do. Pretty much 1v2ing, like 1v3ing at a point, that last team there, and ended up winning and making the guy surrender because he just could not touch me at all. It's kind of what this thing does. So, if you guys want to use this team, like I said, this team does not have a paste. Does have a rental in the corner, though, if you guys want to use this team for yourself. Really solid team. Apart from that, not really too much else. Like I said, Legends DA on the way here. At least when you guys are seeing this, probably a day or 2. So, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really helps out the channel. I don't know if you guys have been following me on X as well. I have linked that down below, but like a lot of shit going on over there as well. It's really, I'm kind of struggling to also find teams because I got banned from 2 Discord servers that I was in. If you guys don't know what happened, if you guys don't follow me on X, but I kind of got like into like a heated argument with like Joe Merrick, which if you guys don't know who that is like the person that runs Cerebi and like the website that puts all the news and shit out, because I made like a comment that the site has too many ads, which it did. You guys seen in a video, like I showed how many fucking ads the site had. Turns out my PC was actually compromised, and I actually fixed that now, and that was the problem. But the guy is still an egotistical fuck, and that's besides the point. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. If you guys want to see that, it's all on X. I had like a heated argument with the Cerebi runner, like website guy or whatever, Mr. Ego or whatever the fuck. But I think the other thing is too is like you never know who's actually like an actual like fellow content creator or like somebody that you think is a friend and that isn't, because like on that tweet as well, I happened to be scrolling through the fucking replies, and then there was somebody that I thought was a friend, or at least at the very least like an acquaintance, fellow content creator, and the guy was fucking on his side and shit talking me in the replies. And then when I called the guy out for it, he sees it not even like an hour later, doesn't respond, and then like an hour later after I reply to him, calling him a piece of shit for shit talking me behind my back and whatever, he bans me from, he uses his mod power and then bans me from a fucking Discord server, knowing that I get a lot of my content, like my rental teams, from that Discord server. Goes behind the guy's back, the owner of the Discord server, by the way, who I had no problems with at all. Granted, I didn't really talk to him very much, but I had no problems with him at all. And he abuses his mod power to fucking ban me from a Discord server, y'all. I don't really care anyways, though, because I got a bunch more other servers. I still have a bunch more other ways to find, like, rental teams and all that type of shit. By getting banned from 2 servers, which I'll talk about the next one momentarily, but, like, that doesn't really do much for me. Like, trying to prevent my content and that type of shit, which I think is what he tried to do. I don't really give a fuck. Just makes him look like an absolute piece of shit because he has something against me for whatever reason. Same person, by the way, that says that we never interacted or talked when I would talk to the guy in the comments many times, and especially on Discord, but then the guy goes also on X and then lies that we weren't actually friends for whatever reason. And then he has a problem with me using, like, rental teams on the casual ladder and says that I'm not good enough to win with teams on the ranked ladder, as if that has to do with anything. I have no fucking idea. And when the guy literally watches my videos, he watches every single one of my videos. If you're watching, what's up, bro? You're probably wondering why you're benched on here and probably on X. You probably know why. Because I know you watch all my videos. But pretty much, that's pretty much what happened. I also had somebody else too, like, ban me from their Discord server, some guy named Carson. I'm not going to mention the first person's name because I don't want to bring their name up and give them any more free exposure, or like any exposure. Some of you guys might know what it is because I promoted their channel on my channel in like multiple videos over like the past year and a half, featuring some of their teams. I promoted their channel. I guess that was just, I don't know, I guess that wasn't anything to them, whatever. Apparently we weren't on good terms though, or we weren't actually friends, but yet I was promoting their channel and everything multiple times. I don't even think they did it for me. I was nice enough to do that though. Let's go to show you guys, like, be really wary of like who you get associated with, especially as like a content creator. Like, I'm not even a big channel, like I'm actually a really small channel still, especially in like the Pokemon community. Be careful who you get associated with because people are really fucking two-faced, and there's some evil fuckers that are just like creeping around, and either they use you for views or clout or whatever they can get out of you and then dump you to the side, or they're just absolute pieces of shit and you just don't know it until you're getting kicked and then you're down and out, and then you see him shit talking you behind your back. That's pretty much what happened. And then I had some other guy ban me from a Discord server as well that I also got a bunch of rental codes from. But the thing about that one is that's the server that I got banned from him. If Carson, if you're watching too, bro, I know you watch my videos. You're also a piece of shit. I actually don't even know why you banned me. I haven't talked to you in like 6 months, but I don't know, he banned me from one of his Discord servers as well that had a bunch of rental codes that I would use for teams. But the good thing is, like, I think the last team, like, person that posted a rental there was like over 6 months ago, so it wasn't even that active of a server anyways. I really don't give a fuck. It was only like a server like 250, 300 people anyways, so who cares? I don't give a fuck. He thinks it's a big deal and I would be really mad about it, but I just moved on. I don't really give a fuck. Whatever. If you feel that bad about me, you have to randomly ban me from your Discord server when I haven't talked to you in 6 fucking months. Over random arguments on Twitter with random people that don't even involve you. And so be it, I guess. I don't know. Also, if anybody has problems with me featuring their team or like wants to make their team a public rental code and then gets mad at me for giving the team constructive criticism or like feedback, I don't know, I got accused of just shitting on everybody's teams as well and just shit talking people's teams, which I'll do. I have done that in the past, but the teams are blatantly garbage. So the teams I do shit talking, like I do tear apart, they're teams that are just absolutely trash. Even if I do use them on the casual or the ranked ladder, like there's obvious reasons. Like I also, as somebody that just features the team, I don't know if the team's just for content or if it's actually like a legit team. So I have no idea that either. So if you're somebody that posts like an actual like rental code that's a public rental code, and you do not want people using your team or giving you constructive criticism or feedback, and you find that type of stuff, criticism or feedback, or like people trying to give you feedback to improve your team, and you find that and you interpret that as shitting on a team, then I don't know what to tell you. You were out of touch and you were absolutely fucking delusional. So some of you guys probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some of you guys that do follow me on X, you probably do, and you probably want some more clarity on that. That's kind of what it really happened. All in all, nothing really changed there. I just don't give a fuck what really happened. Some people are blacklisted, and now it's behind me, so I don't really care. I know they probably still gonna watch my videos because they're gonna swing for my balls like they always do, at least for the next few weeks, and they'll move on as well. But whatever. If you have a problem with me, please just tell me. That way we can just move on and settle our differences, and then I don't have to see you in the comments kicking me while I'm down and shit talking me behind my back when I thought we were actually friends, or at the very least fellow content creator acquaintances. Whatever. And then blatantly lie to me and then say that we never actually interacted, when we interacted many times in the comment section and plenty of times on Discord, like a lying piece of shit. So I don't know. Apart from that, I don't even know who's gonna sit through this rant. I'm sure a few people will, whatever. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I apologize for the rant, but there's a lot I wanted to get off my chest, and a lot actually that happened over like the last, since like what, 4 or 5 days since I was able to record a video for you guys. So it's kind of what happened pretty much. I guess some of those of you guys that have been wondering, I know there's a few people that also did ask me what was really going on, so there you go. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you guys with some Pokemon Legends Z8 content hopefully here in the next few days. Peace out, everybody.